I'm not even gonna make a proper intro for this guy. This might be genuinely one of the worst designed ASIP killers in any ASIP game I've played. The more I look into this guy's moveset for this video, the more I just go, what the hell were they thinking? I love PWNed 14, and it's easily my favorite ASIP game currently, but this isn't it, man. Before we go over this guy's moveset, I want you to keep in mind he is the second lowest base stats out of any killer, only being marginally above Collector. Passive. Anomalous subject. Stalker can cling onto walls via jumping while airborne and near a wall, changing functionality of paralysis and rage, while also making you almost fully invisible. I will discuss the practical use of this once we get to the abilities and changes. First, killing Survivor as Stalker highlights all other survivors temporarily. Basic location passive, nothing of real note here. Rage. Upon use, Stalker will get onto all fours, charging it forward at high speed, losing the ability to jump but gaining stun immunity. Attacking at any time during the charge will do 35 damage, and missing gives you staggered briefly. Movie sense, you think, okay, this is a pretty solid move. What drawback does it have for such strong but balanced stats? Minus 20 stamina a second. The move gets killed by that. It has basically zero functionality due to this. You can't use it to start or end chase, due to reasons I'll put on screen. And, like, no other scenario it's really good. This move is just horrendous in 99% of the scenarios. You can occasionally get a good hit off with it, though, but it will cost you your stamina and will oftentimes just screw you over. Pounce. This is the alternate version of Rage, which is generally better than it, because it lets you do a dash that does 25 damage, but it doesn't cost you stamina, so odds are you won't get screwed over. But it has a really janky hitbox, which can sometimes just not work with you. Hunt. Stalker will cloak themselves and mute deter radius. While cloaked, you moves 20% faster, lose M1 damage, but can still M1, giving people a 40% damage vulnerability. For 18 seconds, that will go away whenever they take damage. And if you decloak while away from survivors, you get penalized with a 1 second window where you can attack. But if you decloak near survivors, you basically can't do anything for 3 seconds. Also, having this active makes you fully invisible on walls. But don't worry about if being concerned of saying, oh no, Stalker's gonna have like a somewhat decent move. Stalker has incredibly loud footsteps, basically making invisibility useless. Because why wouldn't an ambush killer have that? Paralysis. Contender for one of the weakest anti-loop tools in any ASIM. You only get one and it can only really block off a doorway or maybe a very small building, which survivors can just see it due to how large it is and just like pass around it. Scare. This move is just outclassed by Pounce. I'll put its functionality on screen though. Overall, Stalker is easily one of the worst designed killers in any ASIM. These moves all work well in content, but in practice none of them have proper function due to either having catastrophic downsides or just not helping you accomplish much. Easy F tier. Tomorrow we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming prototype.